from the tournament down in California?
Um, it was really fun. It was the first time, playing in a setting like that. We got a lot of experience. We learned a lot about ourselves, and we came out with a championship. It's something that hasn't been done here in a while, and it was really exciting for the coaching staff and really exciting for the team to get that and come back here. I mean, that's what we went down there with the focus of, is getting that championship and come back. So we got it.
In terms of playing, though, it probably was the first time since maybe even your AAU days where you played 3 games in 4 days and that kind of experience. How was that to get out there and play that much again?
It was good. It was good. I think the last 2 games were really a test. The first one, was pretty solid game for me, and then the last 2, as the team started to get harder, I think it started to test my abilities and what I really could do against better teams, and I think I did well.
And just in terms of where you're at in like your return to basketball, just from like your being in shape wise, and then just sort of like basketball sort of being on the court, just where are you roughly?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like at an 8. Every day I work hard, on my conditioning. I work hard to do well, in practice and in the games, and have a major focus. I think that's what really helps me do the things I do when I'm in a game. So I have to continue that and even get better with it.
Obviously, they expected you to be a big shot blocker, rim protector. Did you expect to do it at this kind of clip this early, have this many?
I expected it to be a lot better. I feel like I've had a little drop off, between the Pacific game and then the UTEP game, kind of getting out of position, and just like Coach Romar said, it's just about being in the right spot, being in the right places, and I think I've made some mistakes, but I feel like I can get better with them and learn from them and be a lot better than I am now.
Do you know how many you have, like, in the game? Are you counting in your head? Do you look at records, or?
I'm just trying to get a stop and get to the other end. That's all I'm thinking about. I think I change the game when I do that, and it allows us to be really successful as a team, and it allows us to use our abilities to win.
Do you think that drop off maybe because teams are now starting to scout you, whereas maybe those first 3 or 4 games that well, who is this kid that we haven't seen in a year? Now that it's kind of out there, so you're probably higher on the scouting report than you were at the beginning of the season.
It's that, but at the same time, it's also me knowing that and changing, how I play, and not being so quick to go get a shot, or quick to do something. Guy jumps into me and I catch an easy foul. It's just about playing it smart and being in a perfect position to block the shot, or to deflect the shot, or to change the shot, things like that.
Is that the hardest part so far, Robert? Just kind of finding that fine line as to how aggressive you can be without fouling or without having a foul called on you?
No, I think it's just I just think I need to play it more smart. I think I just need to be conscious of what I'm doing on the court at all times, because I'm the anchor of the defense. So I have to be talking to my guys and making sure they're in the right positions, and I have to be in the right positions. And it's just, sometimes I lose focus, and I think too fast, and then then there's that quick foul. So I think that's just something I need to take upon myself to change, and I think we'll be a lot better than we are now once I do that.
Is the defense better, or just how are you guys different when you go from your man to your zone?
I feel like on both parts, I think our zone is a lot more effective, but I feel like we're a strong defensive team. We're only allowing, like, one of the top in the Pac-12 conference in allowing field goal percentage. Just overall, we're a good, strong team, and that's something that we didn't have last year. And now that we have it, I feel like we're going to give teams a lot of trouble. So, yeah.
What do you see the difference between this year and last year? You guys are off to a strong start. What's the difference?
We got a solid team. Everybody's bought in. We don't have guys branched out and guys, having their own plans and, things like that. Everybody's bought in. Everybody's together. We police ourselves as a team. We take care of each other. We're a lot more close than we were last year. And Coach Romar, his focus for this year is just as strong as last year, but I feel like because of the talent and the team that we have, it's more like he has more of a good vibe to him. Last year he was just kind of frustrated with the injuries to Jannard and, with Desmond and, things like that. So I think just this year is just completely different.
Hey, Robert, for you, on the kind of your excitement scale, catching a lob or dunking on by somebody versus blocking their shot. I mean, what's more of an exciting play to you?
Get a stop. I think that's the most exciting thing. I think that's my biggest goal in the court is if they don't score that ball, or if we get a turnover and we go the other way and we score it, no matter if it's me, Drew, Mike, Donovan, Nigel, doesn't matter who it is, that feeling is better than a feeling of getting a dunk, or that's something I can do. You know what I'm saying? A stop, I feel like a stop is harder for me to get versus getting a dunk or a lob or something like that. I feel like I have a better advantage doing that. But when I get a stop, that changes the whole game. Now that puts us up, that gives us that advantage to be a better team.
In that way of thinking, I mean, did that evolve? I mean, normally when you first pick up a basketball, you want to put it in the hoop.
Oh, definitely.
When did you get to that point where you were more defensive?
Working with Coach Romar, it's all about team. It's all about team. It's all about the team, and anything that I can do for the team is going to make us better, and it's going to make myself better individually. Just having that mindset has allowed me to be a better shot blocker. It's allowed me to be a lot better teammate. It allowed me to be a lot better offensive player. I just have to have those focuses in order for us to be a good team. Because it's individual, individual prizes aren't what's going to make me. It's my team.
When I know you guys are taking one game at a time, but when you saw the schedule come out and you saw that this was on the schedule, what was kind of your initial thought about San Diego State?
They're a really good team. I played them when I was at Fresno State. Had a really good team then. I watched them play last year when we played them. And this year, it's no different from any other game. It's no different from the Tulsa game and the Grambling State game we're going to play. We're going to prepare for it just the same. They're a higher caliber team, but I feel like the team that we have this year is going to be able to compete and out-compete the team that they have. So just like we've been doing with other teams. So it's no different from any other game that we're going to play. It's no different from the Arizona game we're going to play. It's no different from the South Carolina State game we played. It's all the same.
Couple more guys.
How important was the last 6 minutes of this past game for you? Just to come back in a tight game like that, you were saddled with foul trouble, knowing that your next one would be your last, but yet you finished out 6 minutes on the court, and I think you guys got them to like 1 for 5 shooting.
I just think I just had to play it smart. I think I should have played it smart the whole game. I feel like some of the calls didn't go my way, or go the way of the team, and it kind of got me out there early. But coach just told me, we're gonna put you back in there, and you gotta watch yourself. We really need you, and this team needs you, and you just go out there and make some defensive stops, and that's what I did until we came out with a win.
What do you think the most important lesson about blocking shots any coach ever taught you, and who was that?
You know what? For me, it's naturally, but as being told from a coaching standpoint, it's all about timing. Because I can go block a shot and just block a shot, But like if you got guys like Nigel coming down the middle, or you got guys like Drew coming down the middle, they're creative. They're going to get to the basket and have a high floater, and it's all about timing. So I can get that ball out of Nigel's hand right when it leaves his hand, or I can run and jump 13 feet and go get it.
Have you ever blocked Nigel's floater?
Mm-hmm. I blocked everybody on his team.
Is that the hardest shot to block on the team? Is his floater?
No, Drew's shot is harder to block.
What makes it harder?
He just knows. He knows I'm coming for him. He knows I'm coming for him, so it makes it a lot harder.